Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys the weekly soul connection reading. And so this is going to be for soul connections that are in separation. This soul connection, you can consider it to be a twin flame, soulmate, or perhaps another kind of connection. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, and it is up to you to decide, what label you resonate with. And again, at the end of the day, the labels don't really matter. It's a connection that you feel, and that's what we're going to focus on. As usual, everything that I'm using is going to be in the description box below. This is going to be for the dates, which is today, Monday, April 15th, going all the way until Sunday, April 21st. We're going to focus on the masculine and the feminine energies, but those can be interchangeable. Feminine does not have to be just female, and masculine doesn't have to just be male. It can go vice versa. Just apply it to your specific situation. I do tend to say he and she, and I also tend to channel from the feminine's perspective. So just keep that in mind. And as usual, whatever doesn't resonate with you, just get rid of it or click off the reading. It's totally simple. So on the left-hand side of the screen, I have my lovely Organites. These are the Archangel Shamuel Love Magnet Organites from Wing and Bell. So if you guys are interested in seeing more of their work, or even purchasing these lovely Organites, they will also be in the description box below. So let's go ahead and get started, you guys. So we're going to focus right now on the masculine's energy. We're going to see where the masculine is at. We're using the Twin Flame Journey Tarot that I created. So we're going to see where is the energy of the masculine this week. Where is the energy of the masculine this week? We're also going to shuffle these Twin Flame Oracle cards that I created. And we're also going to use the lovely Permission to Be Powerful Empowerment cards by Melanie from Whole Again 1111. I'll put her Etsy shop down below where you guys can purchase these. All right, I'm going to put these up here. All right, let's get started. Where's the masculine at this week, just in general? His overall energy. What do we got? Ooh, beautiful. We have the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups can be an indication of a water sign individual just kind of being in our emotions. This can be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but it is Pisces specific for me, just because usually the Page of Cups has a fish in it, but it's a message of love. Thinking about perhaps messaging of love. It's like a little small offer, a crumb. So maybe the masculine is thinking about messaging perhaps a message of love. Let's go ahead and get another message here. We have destruction, and we have self-discovery and liberation. Interesting. So what I'm getting is that the masculine is on or has been on some sort of a self-discovery and liberation journey. We have destruction, which means that certain things had to be destroyed, kind of like a tower moment, before he could gain some kind of clarity on how he is feeling. So it could be that the masculine has put his feelings on ice or on hold for a long period of time, but literally had to go on his own journey of self-discovery in order to liberate and destroy old paradigms or old ways in order to kind of touch back into his feelings and to just really focus now in the energies of just feeling something again, feeling alive. So I feel like the masculine has kind of broken through some sort of old ways and is now in more of a softer energy. Okay, so it's big time. It's big time energy coming through for the masculine. And this could be in any area of his life, but we do have specifically love. We do have specifically feelings. And now wanting to perhaps, with this renewed sense of self, start fresh and start over when it comes to love. That's what I'm getting here. So let's go ahead and see where the feminine is at this week overall. Overall energy of the feminine. Interesting. We have the Hierophant's energy, which is the spiritual advisement card. So that's an interesting energy. And let's go ahead and get a oracle with this. We have settling. And we have trust and faith. Okay. There is some kind of an energy here of commitment. The Hierophant is about conventional marriages. So it doesn't mean that it's a marriage without love. It just means that there might be somebody, if the feminine is, let's just say, married, it might be that she's settling in this marriage. She's settling. She's trying to have some sort of trust and faith in the process of whatever's supposed to happen with that particular situation is what's going to happen. So settling or kind of playing it safe is what I'm getting. But not all feminines out there are in this situation. So only take that if it resonates with you. But there's some sort of an issue here of settling and trying to have trust and faith as to, what she should do. What she should do within this structure, what she should do within that marriage. So there's some feminines out there that are struggling this week when it comes to their actual commitments in their marriages, or just, it doesn't have to even be an actual marriage. It could be just a connection or commitment that you share with another person. You're trying to do the right thing. You're trying to act with integrity, but at the same time, it might be that you know that you're settling, you're playing it safe. So take it if it resonates. If it doesn't, get rid of it. Now, if that's not the case for you, what I'm getting is that this is an energy or a message about your connection. So you're really trying to figure out, you're trying to have faith. You're trying to settle into just trying to have trust and faith in the universe that everything is going to happen at the correct time. Everything is going to happen. The chips are going to fall where they are supposed to fall. So the spiritual advisement this week on your connection with the masculine is you need to just settle into trust and faith. Sometimes feminines need to know. I need to know if, I need to know when, I need to know how. It's about getting out of that energy and settling into an energy of having trust and faith that everything that is meant for you is going to happen in the correct time. Everything is going to happen the way that it's supposed to. That is your spiritual advisement this week, feminines, when it comes to your connection with your masculine. Okay, so either message applies or both. Take it as it resonates for you, but that's what I'm getting. These are both big time energies this week for both you guys. That's what I'm seeing here. So why don't we go ahead and see, how does the masculine view the feminine this week? Okay, how's he viewing her and feeling about her? We have the Tower. So something has come crashing down. The masculine already had this destruction energy here. So something is shifted, I feel, when it comes to the the masculine's feelings towards the feminine. So we have self-worth. I'm getting a couple of messages here. The masculine's feeling a lot better. He had to go through some sort of liberation, and that person having their hands up in the air like victory is like a liberation. Self-discovery, I know who I am. Self-worth, my self-discovery. Now that I have broken out of some old paradigm, now I know what I want. So the masculine is in touch with his feelings again towards the feminine. That's what I'm picking up on, okay? He's in touch with his feelings with the feminine again. Intuition and discernment. Interesting. So there's an energy of really it could be that the masculine has gone on some sort of spiritual journey, really liberated himself through spiritual work, spiritual concepts. That's what I'm getting here, because we also have like this labyrinth here. I think that's what that is. So it's like a spiritual journey, intuition and discernment, healing his body, feeling more confident, having this major shift in perception and reality when it comes to spiritual matters, and also how he looks at life and how he looks at love. It's like the masculine's wanting to start fresh and start over, and it is connected to the feminine. There's like this intuition that he has that's connected to the feminine, as in he is thinking of her. It's like he's looking at her like she is a gem. He also sees her worth now. Maybe he didn't before, but he sees it now. So something had to be shaken up. Something had to be destroyed. Some sort of journey had to be gone through in order for him to understand something when it comes to his feminine. So let's go ahead and get another message using the Amira's Love Oracle. What is another energy that the masculine has towards the feminine? Travel. Yeah, I'm getting here, he had to go. He had to travel the world. He may be traveling now. It might be another thing that he is doing when it comes to his self-love and his mission, his discovery of himself, his spiritual work is through a lot of travel, but he had to travel far and wide in order to come full circle with some sort of understanding about himself. And now that he feels better about himself, it's almost like he can remember and kind of get in touch with his heart space again. And this heart space is connected to his feminine. That's what I'm seeing. But he had to get better first. He had to feel better. And he might be sensing or even feeling or even seeing that his feminine is doing a lot better now too. It's like they're better people now after all of it. Yeah. French vintage stamp love oracle. What else? Ooh, we have toxic. What I'm getting here is that before, the energy was toxic. Your masculine, if you're a feminine watching this video, was not in the right frame of mind. Again, I kept getting the word, I have to go. I have to move. I have to move forward. I have to disconnect. We can't be together. There's some sort of a destructive cycle that had to take place. Toxicities, old ways of being, had to be destroyed. Old paradigms had to be destroyed. The divine almost like stepped in and created some sort of upheaval in order to force people to go into themselves, to discover themselves. Do you see that? So now, so people could be free. They could be free from their toxicity. They could be free to basically get in touch with their spiritual side. So I'm really picking up on a masculine who has broken free from old paradigms and old toxic behaviors through a spiritual journey and working on himself. And all of this has happened for a reason. And now he's in this energy of being ready to start fresh and start over when it comes to love. So how is this connected specifically towards the feminine? Let's just see what the masculine wants to say to the feminine now that he has gone through all of these changes. Wow, the thought of you still does things to me and you still hold a piece of my heart. Do you see that, you guys? These just fell out of the deck. This right here just proves that the masculine has not forgotten about you. He let go of this toxic behavior. He's traveled. He's done all of this self-discovery. He feels better. Now how he sees your worth now. He may not have seen it before because he didn't see it in himself. But now that he's changed, his perception of you has changed. So you still hold a piece of his heart. He hasn't forgotten about you. This message of love, feminines, is about you. And the thought of you still does things to me. He still thinks about you. Okay? So now that he has come full circle with everything, now that old structures have been destroyed, toxic behavior is now gone. Okay? We've traveled beyond that. Now he's connecting and relying more on his intuition and also his his thoughts with spirituality, his shift in perspective. Now he's more discerning moving forward on what he wants and what he doesn't want. He doesn't want toxic shit. That's what I'm seeing. He doesn't want toxic shit. He wants this energy of love. He's ready for love is what I'm getting here for the masculine. Wow. Okay. So let's go ahead and see how the feminine is feeling towards the masculine. Wow, beautiful. Magician's energy. Observer. Passion and creativity. How the feminine is feeling towards the masculine, it may be that she is seeing him create something. Literally seeing him as an alchemist, somebody who is manifesting his dreams, his goals. She's observing him. Maybe she's watching him on social media. Maybe he's a creative person, passionate person. Maybe she sees him living his dreams. And so she's really observing him in this change. She's really observing him in this energy where he is healthier now. So maybe this is exciting to her. So let's go ahead and get some additional energies on this. Oh, friendship. It's kind of cool because she's actually seeing him as somebody that she would want in her life again. Somebody that, you know what, maybe we could be friends. Maybe we could start there. Kind of like she would just love to have that connection with her masculine, even if it's just friends. Let's go ahead and get another message here. Love, see? Love language. I just basically want to be in your presence. I would love to come back together. I would love to support you on your dreams and your goals. Interesting. She may want to come together with a masculine and actually have a bond, partnership. I'm just seeing it's based on unconditional. Like it's not a conditional connection for her. She's at a point where she's just happy that her masculine's doing better. And so her love language is that she would want to be supportive of his dreams and his goals and to basically be a part of that world again, or a part of that world with him for the first time. So, but there's that question mark that the feminine has. Not sure if that masculine is ready, not quite sure where he's at, you know. Maybe she sees these shifts and these changes, but she doesn't know whether or not, you know, he'd want anything to do with their connection again. So let's go ahead and get a thought from the feminine. Being apart has been life-changing for me. Yep, certainly has. So this is definitely a masculine and a feminine that are in separation, and I already set that tone before we started. But it's been life-changing for the feminine. The fact that the masculine stepped away from this connection, or she had to step away from this connection, and there was this destructive cycle, this divine intervention, things that took them apart. People had to go through their learning. They had to go through their own just basically journey. it's been life-changing for the both of them. And so she loves to basically see or sense that her masculine is doing better now that they have been in this separation. It's a beautiful reading. So why don't we go ahead and see what's happening in the connection, okay? We're going to go into the energies of the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, combining it with the Messenger Oracle, both by Raven Felon. What's going on as far as the soul connection, the lessons, the evolution? Let's see. We have the Four of Swords, which is a card of healing. A lot of healing has been done. A lot of healing, a lot of meditation, and it's really helped people to see the truth. But the thing is, I mean, you can tell people all day long this and that, but until they figure it out for themselves, they're really not going to get it. People have to learn things on their own, and that's just what I'm seeing. If somebody had to travel and go away and separate for a long period of time, they had to figure things out for themselves. They had to see the truth for themselves. And this has happened. This has occurred, is what I'm getting. It's occurred. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. And it's been tough because do you see this? This is like somebody else holding all the cards. And do you see this feminine's energy? She's very sad and dreary. So there had to have been some sort of separation between the two of them, as in they were not in each other's lives. And the feminine may have had to go through all kinds of sadness and all kinds of darkness to get to where she's at today. And so that's why it has been, being apart has been life-changing for me, the feminine said. Okay? So they had to go through this. And it might be that the roles have had to been changed at some point as well. Maybe the masculine was not always in this energy. Maybe he switched into the feminine's energy and felt left out in the cold or abandoned from his feminine. And maybe that was a part of his liberation and a part of his self-discovery and a part of who he is truly meant to be in this life because of the pain that they caused each other through the separation. Nurture all you love. I feel like that obviously was a challenge for them. Sorry, the cats are they're wrestling in the background, so you guys are probably hearing stuff back there. I swear they always choose the worst times. But nurturing all that you love, loving yourself, nurturing yourself, embracing yourself in these periods of time where you feel alone, where you feel abandoned, where you feel left out in the cold. I feel like people had to show up for themselves during the separation, learn how to love themselves, realizing that they didn't nurture the people that they loved the most. So there is some, and I also got, childhood, not being nurtured or loved as a child. That's also an issue that somebody had to face in order, like they were triggered in this connection to go into themselves, to love themselves more. That's just what I'm seeing. So it's a part of the evolution of both of these people to be put and left out in the cold and to go through that painful energy in order to get to the other side. That's just what I'm seeing, in order to heal it, in order to see the truth. Yeah, that's that. If there's one card in tarot that's about truth, it's the Ace of Swords. Truth, clarity. Absolutely. Seeing things for how they truly, truly are. But a sacrifice had to be made in order to get there, you guys. So this just basically coincides with everything that's come through this reading so far. It's confirming that you guys had to go through some sort of a destructive cycle, some sort of breakthrough, tearing down of old belief systems, and coming through with mental clarity and liberation and self-discovery and self-worth and feeling so much better now in order to get to this point with yourselves, okay? So where the two of you are at on your connection and your soul journey and why you guys came together was to help the two of you to see things very clear, not only with yourselves, but also with this other person, realizing that people were broken from the very beginning. There was toxicity in this connection or with these people from the get-go, and that kind of energy wouldn't stand the test of time. So these issues needed to be cleared away while in separation. So that's why we have make the sacrifice. Sacrifice needed to be made. Okay, somebody had to almost be a sacrificial lamb in order for somebody to learn something here, in order for them to learn a really hard lesson on how to show up and love themselves. So sometimes our greatest teachers are our biggest enemies or our biggest heartbreaks. And that's what I'm seeing for this connection right now, is that something had to happen very painfully in order for people to grow in a significant way. So you can bless this partner, you can love this partner, you can say thank you to this partner, and you don't necessarily have to carry the heaviness of this connection if it still feels heavy to you. But I'm seeing that the Tower has come through majorly in this connection. And now all of a sudden that you guys have this breakthrough There may be something on the horizon that could possibly shift and change, because I do see that the masculine is starting to see something in a different way, and the feminine is starting to feel differently towards the masculine. So they're both positively impacted, is what I am getting from this reading. It's beautiful. So why don't we go ahead and see what is the biggest challenge, what seems to be the fear, what seems to be the shadow for the masculine when it comes to this connection. These are the Twin Flame Shadows cards. Oops. Self-indulgent, interesting. So this is a self-indulgent behavior. This is a selfish behavior for the feminine. Disillusioned. Okay. So these energies here, remember, they're shadows. So we have the ability to basically tap into this energy at any time. So even though the masculine seems to be that he's doing a lot better, he's really grown, he's feeling so much better about himself, he might be a better person than he was in the past, there is still that shadow that lurks of self-indulgence, selfish behavior, just only wanting to focus on himself. Nothing else matters. It's all about me. It's all about what feels good to me. I'm not worried about anybody else's feelings. That kind of energy still is with the masculine. It's still there. It still challenges the masculine. He may have a difficult time, and that might be one of the reasons why he came through as the page rather than the knight. A page is somebody who's thinking about it. It's a small crumb, but the knight actually has what it takes in order to deliver that message, okay? The queen and the kings, they've sat with that energy, and they're in that energy of love. So that might be one of the reasons why the masculine is still in the page's energy, not quite sure, not quite ready to do something with it. It's like he's arrived at that destination, but he might not be quite ready to utilize the energy just yet. But it's there. It is there. This right here is called the Silver Era Tarot, and this is the Inspiration for Survivors deck. All right, masculine, self-indulgent energy here. The Magician, but it came through reversed. I just want to make sure that this entire deck isn't reversed. It is, so when that is the case, I do not read reversals because the entire deck is reversed, and that just makes no sense. So the Magician's energy here, this is about manifestation tools, and we actually already got that in this reading on how the feminine is seeing the Magician. So this is an energy here of manipulation. The Magician can manifest for good or ill. So the masculine still has the ability to basically get what he wants, be superficial, be self-indulgent, and just think about himself. Number one is the Magician, as in myself. So the masculine still has the ability to, be a trickster and to manipulate. Okay, it's there. It's still there. Let's go ahead and get the healing card here. In the face of adversity, you need to find the beauty in everyone. So this is the deal. The masculine has really had to basically learn the hard way that he has had to be in the face of people that he has hurt. And it's kind of like it's come back to bite him in the ass, and he's had to find the beauty in the lesson. So I'm getting here that even though the masculine has the ability, just like we all do, to fall back into old behaviors and patterns and shadows, it's almost like the more that it's like karma kind of keeps him in line. So if he has hurt people and he has had to experience some sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Repercussions. That right there is like karmic alignment. It puts your ass in alignment to realize real quick that, okay, maybe I shouldn't do that again. So I feel like karma has had a way with this masculine. Karma has basically shown up in the masculine's face to where it's like, oh shit, I really do need to get out of this energy. This isn't serving me well. And it might be one of the reasons why the masculine is now in this energy of self-discovery and really working on himself, because he realizes that this toxic behavior is not serving him in the most positive way. That's what I'm getting. So let's go ahead and get an energy for the feminine. We've got disillusioned, feeling like I'm lost. Like, is it just, am I just imagining things? Is this even real kind of energy? Six of Wands. Can I do it? Should I continue to move forward? What should I do? Is this something that can happen? So there is an energy here for her where she has a lot of fear of not believing in herself, not believing that she can be victorious and do something. Allow the tree branches to reach out and hug you. Beautiful. This is about support. It's about moving forward anyways. So that's what I'm getting here, is that the feminine might feel unsure about what she's doing on her path and her journey. And it feels like she doesn't want to make a move and lead towards some sort of failure. But what I'm getting for the feminine is move forward anyways. Do it anyways. If you're not doing certain things or making certain moves based on your connection with your masculine of what's going to happen or what might not happen, what I'm getting here is to move forward anyways. Either act as if. The branches will, it's almost like the divine and spirit will take care of you and help you to get to the next level of whatever is meant for you. So moving forward, you can't go wrong. If you make a decision to move forward, then things are going to fall into their exact place. The chips are going to fall where they may. So if we just sit back and we don't do anything, then there could be no change. Then nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to happen. So what I'm getting is that the feminine's own insecurities are what's holding her back right now from living her life to the fullest. So if you guys are putting your lives on hold because you're not sure if this person's going to come back into your life or what they're going to do or what's going to happen, I'm getting you need to move forward anyways. You need to move forward with your life. Keep planning your life for yourself. And if this person is meant to come back into your life, then they will. And it's as simple as that is what I'm getting here. It's as simple as that. You're the only person that's holding yourself back in this life. The divine is here to support you in every move that you make, but you have to have trust in that. Beautiful. So let's go ahead now. I don't know why my throat chakra is just all like jacked up. Let's go ahead and get an energy here of the actual future energies. Okay, what are some of the possible future energies on the horizon for this connection? Let's just see where we're at there. What are some possible future energies on the horizon for the connection? So we're going to go back into the twin flame journey. We'll also go back into the twin flame oracle and signs from spirit. What are the possible future energies on the horizon for the masculine and the feminine, this connection? We have Chariot charging ahead. This is awesome. We have Shadow Work charging ahead despite circumstances. We have some sort of a reunion, you guys. There is a possibility that someone from the past, which is this masculine who's thinking about reaching out, it takes things into a new direction. So we're moving forward anyways. I just gave that advice to the feminine. Move forward anyways. Don't put your life on hold. Don't wait for this person to return back into your life. If they are meant to, they will. So keep charging ahead. When you do this and you break through your fears and your shadows, you work through it, you heal, we have some sort of a new direction in this connection, perhaps. That's amazing. And then we have the Eight of Swords, which is imprisonment. I feel like it's just a reminder that's saying devote your time and your energy to your own self. So it's about, we may want to devote all of our time to helping this connection come about. But what I'm getting from spirit is to make sure that you are not imprisoned in your own mind, as in you are still moving ahead. You're still moving forward. Devote more time to your own spiritual growth and development. Don't devote all of your time to this person, hoping that they'll come back or working on yourself so they will come back. It's about putting more of this time and effort into yourself, bettering your own life. And there is some sort of an energy of possibly people returning back into our lives. So let's go ahead and get some signs. We have protection, seashells. We have web, which is cosmic plan. Yeah. We have some sort of the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. So something is cycling out. Something is shifting and changing. Something very powerful is happening within this connection. But again, the only thing that's going to hold us back is ourselves. It's not going to be your person. It's going to be you. And I feel like that's why Spirit's bringing forth these messages at the very end like this, is that our life is what we make it. If it's a part of the cosmic plan, then you'll come together. You have to protect yourself. You have to basically protect your own energy in the meantime. You got to nurture yourself. You got to build this shell around yourself, help yourself. But it's also saying that whatever is meant to be is going to be. So the completion of a cycle is near. Profound lessons have been at hand this entire connection. So now it's time to protect your energy, move forward, put yourself out there, live your life, And if it's a part of the cosmic plan, the two of you will come back together. And I am seeing here in the future, the possible future energies, some sort of a reconciliation, some sort of a reunion with a past person. And we can already see that the masculine is in that energy right now of wanting to come back towards his feminine. He may not exactly know how to put that into motion, but the thoughts and the feelings are there. He's had some sort of major turnaround in his spirituality, some major turnaround in his perception on life and love. But just because he's had that doesn't mean he's immediately going to act on it. So don't hold yourself back waiting on this to happen. Keep living your life. And there's that energy of, if you keep moving forward and doing you, then the possibilities are limitless. This right here is how the divine is showing up for your connection using the Syrian Starseed Tarot and the Cosmic Reading cards. I love it. Do you guys remember how we had this very first message that came up for the masculine? Let me find it. Holy crap, I used a lot of cards. You guys already know the card I'm talking about, but I'm such a visual person, I just want to see it. Here we go, Page of Cups. Page of Cups. The Adept of Chalices in this deck is the Knight of Cups. Now remember what I said. He's not coming through as the Knight, which is someone who's taking action on those emotions. He's not coming through as the King, somebody who is in the energy, already encompassed in this energy. There's the thoughts of wanting to tap into this energy again, wanting to feel something again. This masculine may have cut himself away from his feelings for a very long time. But now that he's gone through some sort of spiritual awakening and some sort of liberation and self-discovery, it's like he's thinking about his feelings again. He's getting back in touch with his feelings again. So how the divine is helping the connection with the two of you is helping to give him that boost to push him forward on this message of love. You see that? That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Yeah, to be fearless. Do not be afraid to bring this message of love towards the feminine. That's amazing. What else? Four of Cups. Are you going to accept it when it shows up? Okay. Are you going to accept it when it shows up, Divine Feminines? So this is an energy here of a cup being offered, but you're looking up here. You're not really looking at it. So to me, it's kind of, actually, I'm going to get one more card because I don't want to go into that message until, yeah, see, wow. Oh my God. What I was just going to say is you're looking for higher love. That Depeche Mode song is in my head now, higher love. You're looking for a higher love. You're looking for a different kind of love. You're not looking for an ordinary love. Isn't that a Sade song? I have no idea why all these songs are coming to me now. You're looking for this kind of love. The kind of love that is mirrored back to you. What you're giving is what you want to get back. Your masculine is being encouraged from the divine with this new sense of spirituality, this new sense of himself. Knowing himself, letting go old behaviors and patterns that were toxic before. The old toxic love, the old ways in which he loved are no longer going to apply. This is kind of like forcing someone to raise their vibration to level up with you. So what I'm getting, feminines, is that for some of you, your masculine may come back and you're looking up here. So look at this card. You're looking up to the divine. You are looking up to the divine for answers, as in, is this going to be mirrored back to me? Is this true? Should I do this? Should I not do this? Okay. So to me, there's this energy that you've got to trust yourself. You've got to trust your own heart. You've got to trust that you may have manifested this situation back into your life. You manifested it back into your life for a reason. Try not to be so fearful that something like it, if it doesn't work out, that somehow everything is destroyed. Sometimes we have to go through a couple of runs with somebody before we get it right. And so I'm getting divine feminines, if you're watching this video, that you're looking for this connection to come back. You've actually manifested it, is what I'm getting. You've manifested your divine masculine to come back into your life. And now all of a sudden he's showing up, and what are you going to do? What are you going to do with it? So you better make damn sure that you're ready, is what I'm getting, because there is some sort of a completion at hand here. And it's a part of the cosmic plan that the two of you may come back together. And I'm not saying will, I'm just saying may, because it may not happen for everybody, but there's some sort of an energy here of you put it out there and it's coming back. It's coming to you now. Yeah, some sort of an end of a cycle, some sort of a burden that has existed for so long. Yeah, it's been tough, but it's made you stronger. All of these challenges with this person have made the both of you stronger, and you're ready to drop the burden, end the cycle at 10, and start back at fresh number 1. So there's some sort of an energy here that's coming back, and the divine is basically trying to help clear whatever energies, to be strong, to drop whatever burdens are still standing in the way, which may be some sort of fear, unforgiveness, maybe other situations in our lives that are standing in the way from this person or you coming back together. This might also be the divine's way of helping this other person to let go of burdens that no longer serve them, so that way they can move forward fearlessly with this connection. Holy shit. So let's go ahead and end the reading with some spiritual advice for the person watching this video, whether you're masculine or feminine, doesn't matter. Let's get some messages. This right here is the Illuminate Oracle cards. I don't know why I can't talk. And this is from a lovely gal named Anthea Husing, I believe is how you say her name, and I'll also put her information in the description box below. But these cards are just so big, they're so beautiful. Oh, I just love them so much. Okay, so for the person watching this video, what is your advice? What is your advice? See, I just surrender to the present moment. I don't worry about the future. I don't worry about if or when it's going to happen. I just let go. Whatever is meant for me will be. The chips will fall where they are supposed to. If this person is meant to come into my life, they will. And if they don't, then there might just be something else for me. There's some sort of a letting go and accepting that's coming through here for sure. Why? I'm just going to cherish myself. I now cherish myself. I'm taking care of me. I'm focusing on me. That's the energy. And my heart is my compass. Again, I really, really feel, if you're a feminine watching this video, I really feel that when it comes to this connection that you feel with this partner, you've got to let your heart be that compass. Look at that. You've got to let it be the compass. I'm getting there are no mistakes. We might be fearful that, what if this doesn't happen, or what if that happens, or what if they do this, or what if they do that? You've got to trust your heart in a situation. I'm almost getting like that there's like zero logic when it comes to this person or the situation, because you're going to feel it on such a soul level that it's almost going to be impossible for you to utilize logic at this point when it comes to what you're supposed to do when this person returns back into your life. So just let things happen. Surrender to the present moment. Live your life. Do you. Focus on you. Let your heart be your compass. You're not going to be led in the wrong direction. Whatever you're meant to experience, you're going to experience no matter what. So you can't go wrong is what I'm getting from Spirit. You can't go wrong. Yes, you can be smart. Yes, you can be discerning. But if this person is meant to come back into your life and you're meant to, have another go around with them, or maybe this will be happily ever after, you can only know if you open that door. You can only know if you move in that direction. You can basically sit in fear your entire lives and just say, well, I don't know if I should or I shouldn't. If you've been manifesting this and wanting this and this person shows back into your life, it's almost like a slap in the face to not honor it when it comes back, that you have this opportunity to do something with it again. So make sure that whatever you're working on, whatever you want, that you're ready for it. And if you're not ready for it, what Spirit is saying, maybe focus a little bit more on you, do some more self-work until you're ready. But when everything is ready, things look like they're going to come back together and you're going to be mirrored to one another. What you want is what they want, and vice versa. I know it kind of sounds a little bit like a fairy tale. Some of my readings sometimes do. Some of them don't sound so fairy tale-ish, but this one to me is about a connection that has been through hell and back, and people are changed for the better. They're better people for it, and there may be an opportunity, and I'm saying may, doesn't mean will, but there may be an opportunity for people to have a second chance with this connection, because now all the toxicity and all the old ways have been changed. So there might be another opportunity. So anyways, thank you guys so much. I hope it resonated with you. If it didn't, maybe I'll tap into your energy next week. Have a great day. Bye-bye.